the muscle which is present, external most muscle is this muscle. What you see, this is pectoralis. Okay, don't get confused. This one is pectoralis. What you see here, this muscle is the external oblique muscle. So this external oblique muscle, it interdigitates, above it interdigitates with the serratus anterior, below it interdigitates with the latissimus proximus. So what you are seeing here, this side, this is external oblique. Okay. What now, after taking out the layer of external oblique, what you see here, next layer, this one is internal oblique. Okay, how you identify that this layer has been taken out and you are seeing the internal oblique? How do you identify this side, this layer has been taken out? Because you can see the ribs exposed. Here you cannot see the ribs exposed because it is on top of the ribs. So this one is internal oblique. So two layers. First layer external oblique, second layer internal oblique. Next is the third one, and the third one will be seen only if you expose this. So or else you can see it from behind. What you are seeing here, fibers running transversely. What is that? Transverse abdominis. Transverse abdominis, because the fibers are running transversely. Okay, so these are the three important muscles. Now next muscle is very important muscle. This is the rectus abdominis. Okay, he has the abs. Don't lie. Yesterday he was lying that he does not have abs. So this abs, how it is formed? Okay, it is because of this muscle, rectus abdominis. In this rectus abdominis muscle, it is not one single muscle. In between there is interdigitation or presence of what you see here, here and here. This, there might be 3 or sometimes it might be 4. So this interdigitation present there, it causes the muscle to get hypertrophied in a packed manner. Okay, so depending upon how many interdigitations are present, that many you will have packs if they are hypertrophy due to exercise. Okay, some people might have 6, some people might have 8. It depends upon this interdigitation. Okay, tendinous interdigitation. This tendinous interdigitation is present in between this muscle. What muscle is this? Rectus abdominis. Okay. Now this rectus abdominis muscle is enclosed within a sheet. That sheet covers this rectus abdominis in front as well as in the back, and it is very important to know how this sheet is formed, because these muscles, what you see here, this muscle, what muscle is this? External oblique. Very good. This external oblique muscle, when it comes more nearer to the midline, the muscle vanishes and it is replaced by what is a tendon called as, if it is flattened, a flattened tendon is known as aponeurosis. So this muscle is replaced by aponeurosis when it comes near the center. This muscle also is replaced by aponeurosis when it is coming to the center, and all these aponeurosis together of external oblique, internal oblique, transverse abdominis, together they will form the rectus sheet, and this rectus sheet covers this muscle in front and behind. So what is represented here, this is the rectus sheet behind. Okay, after taking out the muscle, the rectus sheet behind is shown here. Clear? Okay. So now going, so here also they are showing the rectus sheet. Okay. You see in this model, what you are able to see in both this as well as this, what you are able to see, these are the external oblique muscles. both sides. You see, these are the external oblique muscle. You know what is this? Yes, very good. This is the rectus sheet. Now they have opened the rectus sheet and you can see this muscle, rectus abdominis. This is not a model, it is the original human. Okay, so what you are seeing here, what is this? The interdigitation of the tendinous interdigitation. So you see here, this is the tendinous interdigitation, because of which only that when they are exercising, the packs are formed. Okay, you see the same thing is presented here also. The rectus sheet and the rectus abdominis muscle and the tendinous interdigitation. Okay, and now I don't think they have put pyramid. Okay, this one represents the pyramidalis muscle. Okay, this one represents the pyramidalis. Now there is some important things about which you should know. This is the posterior aspect of the rectus sheet. Posterior aspect or posterior layer of the rectus sheet. What you see here, what muscle is this?
Internal oblique.
No, this is not internal. It is going transversely. Okay, you see this transversely it is going. So this is the transverse abdominis. So internal oblique is somewhere between this and this. In between it is there. Okay. So what you are seeing, transverse abdominis, posterior aspect of the rectus sheet. This vessel, blood vessel here, what you seeing here, inferior epigastric blood vessels, artery and vein, both are present here. Inferior epigastric artery and vein are present here. Same thing here also. Okay, what you see, transverse abdominis muscle present here. The behind you have the rectus sheet, but the vessels are not seen clearly in this. And this one is the external oblique muscles, and this is the formation of the whole rectus sheet. So you should know that these muscles, when they are coming to the center, they are replaced, but instead of this fleshy muscle fibers, they are replaced by flattened tendon. This is called as aponeurosis, and this aponeurosis forms rectus sheet, and this rectus sheet covers this rectus muscle in front and from behind. Okay, now there is something called as inguinal ligament. What is inguinal ligament? This muscle, what muscle is this? External oblique. This muscle, as it goes down here, it forms aponeurosis here. Yes. So this aponeurosis here, this one, it gets rounded onto itself. Just a minute.